Hi guys from Enzinone. This is the Eachine Tyro 129. I'm gonna give you my experience when I went to build everything. It may help you if you decide to buy this one. For the price I bought this one, you cannot go wrong. I bought it for 107 plus I bought an insurance. You have two with a Banggood, so you reach 118. It's still cheap because if you're gonna buy everything, you're gonna definitely go up with the price you bought. Let me tell you the experience about this one. There is not that much information inside the box, so you need to go on YouTube and search. If you went so far, you watch this video, probably you're gonna follow some other video from someone else. It tell you how to build this one. It's no point for me to do it because there is plenty of people that do already, so pointless for me. But I'm gonna give my experience about the build. It's very simple. There is not that much to solder it, only the escape here. The only problem I found is the cable is too short. The first two cable, I'm gonna enlarge a little bit the camera. The first two cable you get right, very easy. The third one is a short. This big chunky tube is a shrink tube, and my cable I joined on the top of that one because it couldn't reach on the escape. It was stand up all the way up. It was enough to push the thing on the top to snap the cable. So I had to do the joint, otherwise I couldn't sit properly on the bottom here. This one I had to do all four the same. Another problem, it was a lot of fiddly for the motor. I suggest put one motor inside first, and then the motor here, because it's a bit more stiff, making sure the sit properly the motor mount. You see here, making sure it sit properly on the frame, otherwise it will not sit the rest of the screw. It's a bit disappointing, it's a bit fiddly, but you're gonna get through, definitely. But it's fiddly, so you better know, you're gonna waste a bit of time. Another thing is I suggest, because you use a large propeller, if there is a bit of a vibration, there is a chance to unscrew this one, so put a bit of a Loctite. My big advice, don't put too much, just enough, you can go through and it won't be able, let's say, to remove the screw and fall from the sky. What can I say? The flight controller is an F4. It is nice. You don't need to do that much with a PAD. It flies just right. I've been done some tests without the propeller. It look okay. For me, it's gonna be fine. I won't change any setting. PAD for the moment. But definitely, I'm sure I saw other people that fly, so it must be good. Let me tell you about the VTX. There is a few problems with this one. High power get very hot, so don't expect you're gonna get full power like they say 600 millivolt. Forget about anything that get too hot, because this one it get really hot. If you set on the ground for a time big to get the satellite, definitely you're gonna get that one really hot. Anything get hot, there is no efficiency, waste on power. So from 600, if you really say it's a 600, it will drop 150, maybe 200 if you're lucky, if you're really lucky. Another problem of the VTX, you don't know the 25 millivolt, 400 or 200 millivolt or 600 millivolt. The only thing I can do, you press the button 2 seconds, it will flash the red light. If you press 2 seconds more, like I did, it look like 2 seconds more. Till you get press more, till you get a green light. Look like the green light. There is a green light flashing, green light steady. Probably the two different between 25 and 200 millivolt. You know it's 25 millivolt because that it won't get any hot. You leave on the ground, put the thing on the top, and you will notice no really hot. Then you are on 25 millivolt. Unfortunately, there is no proper paper can tell you it's 25 millivolt. I did guess, I'm sure it's that. And then for the channel, you press a step. You press one and repress and repress and repress till you get your channel, favorite channel, if you have one. Otherwise, leave it whatever it is. Just search through your Google. Unfortunately, me, I set all my Google, my screen, my flat screen on particular channel, so I had to search for it. And let's go for the antenna. As you notice, the antenna, there is no screw, the usual extension screw. Remove it, otherwise it won't sit properly, will not connect the antenna. Even if you believe it's connected, the pins, it will not sit all the way down, and basically it will fry the VTX. Make sure you sit properly. My suggest, if you want it here, take a metal plate, anything flat, make it hot, sit on the top a few seconds, you shrink a little bit so you can screw all the way down properly. Just melt a little bit if you want, not too much, tiny bit. It's my recommendation. Make sure you do when it's removed from over there and no after, before. Just tiny bit. Basically, you shrink the thickness of this mount where you sit the antenna, tiny bit. Make any metal, anything hot metal, just shrink flat, tiny bit, and then screw back the antenna. It will reduce the distance between antenna and the pins on the bottom over there to sit. And make sure you don't put the screw in additional screws inside the Eachine antenna. Leave it. Otherwise, it will reduce still not enough to sit the pins inside. This is my big recommendation. Antenna. Antenna, as you see, I put on top. Don't put on the arm. Still good. Some people manage to do good. I will not recommend. If any strike of a propeller go on top, you can say goodbye. Through the propeller and your GPS. Probably cut cable, destroy everything. My recommendation, put on top. I have on the top, if you notice here, is a Spectrum receiver, not original. I use for my plane. And let's say give a kilometer, not further than that. For this one, I don't believe I reach 300 to 400 meters. It's just for the fun, not for long range. But if you're gonna reach 600 meters, it's fine. But unfortunately, I use a Spectrum radio, and this is one of the pain I have. Unfortunately, my FR is not working. I put something inside and went completely offset. It means no longer working. I've spoken with the FR. He seems to understand something else. He sent me some program to fix it, but it's not that. So I have to buy a new radio, because send back the radio and then fix it, I have to pay them. It's far away from my UK location, so I have to pay for way in and way back to me, and seems that is the third party to fix my radio, so I have to pay them. So rather buy a new one, it will be better. It's more cheaper. Especially now there is two beautiful radio. There is a the T16 18 radio, T16 master radio. They are way cheaper, and definitely go for it. It will be less costly, and they are nice. So I'm gonna go for that. What can I say? The camera, I'm a bit surprised. I was planning to change actually, and I changed my mind the last second when I noticed I want in the deck area moving around with the quadcopter to test the camera. It is pretty nice. I'm really surprised. It is a good angle, wide enough for me, and surprise is good. It's something good. The only problem, the 5 pins, there was a 5 pins cable inside. This camera is 3 pin, 2 pins, so I had to find a way to change that. I had to swap pins with another connector. Unfortunately, I did, otherwise it couldn't work. So I did pins whatever it was inside the cable, and put my own connector inside, refix, and put him back to this one. As on YouTube, many they have a 5 pins cable on the camera, 5 pins cable inside the board. A bit disappointing for me. Mine didn't come like this, unfortunately. Luckily, I didn't know how to sort out this problem. So Eachine, please don't make this mess next time. For beginner one, it does have all the material around, like I do have, many other people have. Some does have, it does have an idea to go and fund for it. So you may have to cut cable, bit disappointing. My suggestion, don't cut any cable, keep the pins over there, find only the connector, deep pins the one, original one, and put in a small 3 pins connector without to cut any cable. Is my recommendation for that as well. Okay, another things, do not fly, test your fail-safe, GPS rescue. Unfortunately, my fail-safe rescue, I don't know if it's gonna work. Manual mode, it doesn't work for sure because I have no extra channel to set my channel for that, because 7 channel is not enough. Otherwise I have no rescue mode. If I put the fail-safe mode, bit disappointed, but unfortunately my radio is only 7 channel, and this need more than that. If you have a Spectrum with 80 channel and above, then you're gonna enjoy it definitely more. But me, unfortunately, my radio is a 7 channel. I cannot enjoy the most. I need to wait for my new receiver. So I'm gonna use a different radio. Okay, I close the video here. I'm gonna give you my experience. Next one, I'm gonna show you my fail-safe and everything. I don't put the propeller, I fly around, I get out at least over 100 meters to make sure the GPS rescue is working. And if you're not, it will drop. I will notice the motor stop. It comes on the screen like you switch off or disarm the motor. Then it will be disappointing for me. I will see what happened anyway. I will go this afternoon, pretty soon, and test it. And while given my experience, I'll do some resetting, go back and retry again. Okay, watch the second video if you want. It will help you out for GPS rescue, what I did and what I set up. Okay, I close it here. I don't want to make the video too long. Thumbs up if you like it. And see you for next video. Bye bye.